Night of Champions recently just happened, and I'll be honest, and honest I will be. I think it was a pretty decent show. So let's get into it. We have the opener, and the opener is Cody Rhodes taking on Randy Orton for the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this match was pretty solid, and I mean, of course it is. It's two veterans of the business going at it, and I'm not gonna lie, they had me with that Cody Cutter reversal into the RKO. That, and I think, in my opinion, I would have recommended Sammy or anyone else to go after John, to be honest with you. But we have our winner regardless. Fitness to me, it was hinting a heel turn with Orton and Cody too. So I'm pretty lean on who has their heel turn first because they're hinting at it pretty much. But nonetheless, Cody Rhodes is our King of the Ring winner. On to the next match, which was Rhea Ripley versus Raquel in a street fight. And the street fight to me was just an added bonus to this Night of Champions event. And I think this match was pretty much the match of the show. And I think this match clearly delivered. That power bomb through the announce table covering almost had me jolt back from fearing Rhea would be dumped on her head. And the ending from Rhea doing a riptide off the table had me almost fearing for both their safety from how freaking wobbly that table was. It was just a great match. They put on an unexpected, well-round, solid match. But on to Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, and this match, just like the street fight, was a really solid match. I think that the fact that Karrion hasn't really been much on TV and he just now starts to wrestle doesn't really help with the story because they didn't really build Kross in a very good light. But other than that, it was a really solid match. That turnbuckle spot in the King of the Ring finals should have went to Sami and Kross because it would have made Sami more of a heel and increase that story of how Sami is starting to be a bad person. Next, we have the Queen of the Ring final, Jade Cargill versus Asuka. I always knew Jade was gonna win because with the constant casting in Naomi's having on Tiffany, they're obviously plotting to have Naomi cast in on Jade. Kind of pretty obvious, which is why I think they should slow down on that a bit. And the match here was what it was. I wouldn't say I wouldn't mind Asuka because her and Io, all-time bangers, but I think it's written set in stone that Jade had this win coming to her, in my opinion. But nonetheless, Jade Cargill, your Queen of the Ring winner. And we have Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. And this match was just a long time coming. You know, I'm not sure if I'm the fondest of him holding the championship. You know, while yes, he does have great character work, I just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't really imagine him as championship material, but maybe I'm wrong in that department and it'll be like fun-ish when he holds the title. That, and we have more Samoans. You know, the return from Tongaloa, and I forgot, I think it was Tama Longa, Wansa Manga. But yeah, we'll go with that. But you know, there is so many Samoans now that how am I supposed to keep count of all this? Is crazy. And we have the main event of the evening, and that is CM Punk taking on John Cena for the Undisputed Championship. Now, I won't lie, they did a solid job making Cena trying to be a babyface, and I think that slow burn sift from heel to face they're doing is absolutely god tier. And the time they're cooking it, they're not rushing, they're patiently brewing it and waiting, sauteing, and all the stuff. Don't know why I'm talking about food, but back to the match. I think for what this was, and I hear this is going to be their last match and no other more, I wouldn't say that this would be a bad final match, but I think I like the whole shenanigans thing with Seth Rollins and him trying to cast in was fun. But I kind of wanted them to finish things on their own. To some extent, I'm not that much upset with the whole shenanigans finish, but I did like that recreation of the Charles Robinson bump that he took from Shane McMahon. Man, that was a fun recreation. It was just another fun, crazy main event. But yeah, I think this whole John Cena thing, that slow burn, we're just gonna have to wait for him to see if he truly does come back to us. But until then, check out my videos, and STARZ unite.